Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and if you're watching this video as soon as it drops, Season 33 is in a couple of days, or I'm assuming. I mean, we always can look forward to a brand new season, unlike other things, like Overwatch 2. And as always, I like to make a video talking about what I think are going to be good heroes to play for the up-and-coming season. And I hope you guys still enjoy these monthly videos where I talk about the meta and who I think are going to be good, while I always try to encourage people just play who they want to play, no matter who is meta or unmeta. As long as you're good with the hero, that gives you the best chance to win the game. Like if you're a godlike Symmetra player and a terrible Soldier 76 player, well, I'd rather want you to play Symmetra than Soldier, even though Soldier is way better of a meta pick than Symmetra. However, with that being said, I do feel like there are a few heroes that I feel like you should avoid for the up-and-coming season, assuming that you can play a wide range of heroes. So that's why I thought for today's video, I would do something a little bit different that I haven't really done in the past, where typically I give you like 2 DPS, a tank, and support hero to play, but for today, I want to give you guys 1 DPS, 1 tank, and 1 support hero that I think is going to be really good in Season 33, but I also want to tell you guys about 1 DPS, 1 tank, and 1 support hero that I think you should try to avoid playing in Season 33. It doesn't make them a useless pick in that if you pick this hero, you're automatically throwing, but I do feel like they're at a little bit more of a disadvantage compared to other heroes that you could pick. And that's especially going to reign true when it comes to the DPS category of heroes, because while there's a wide range of heroes to choose from, hit scans, projectiles, flank heroes, flying heroes, I still think after so many seasons, Soldier 76 is one of the best consistently picked heroes at your disposal. Listen, that's not to say flank heroes like Doomfist, Tracer, and Genji can't do good. That's not saying flying characters like Pharah and Echo can't still hold their own, especially with a Mercy. Oh, you could do some damage, but I do feel like, especially for solo queue players, which this is what these videos are mainly for, not for duo stacks, but just the solo lonely person, Soldier 76 is a good all-around hero that could really hold their own in any kind of bad teammate situation, assuming that you can hold your own. While the biggest downside to Soldier 76 is your low damage output, as long as you can hit your shots consistently, which Soldier 76 does allow you to do, then that shouldn't really be a problem. But another benefit to playing Soldier 76 that can also benefit your team as a whole is your heal pod. Now, while yes, on the surface, it might seem like this can allow you to be a one-man army and not have to beg your healers to heal you, which, yeah, that is a benefit. It can allow your healers to focus on your tanks and allow them to make more aggressive pushes, which is what they're kind of supposed to do, specifically the main tanks. Let's say you're attacking on Dorado and you have an Ana on your team. Well, you as Soldier, you should try to ideally get on top of the catwalk on top of Church, but the Ana doesn't always have line of sight of whatever's on top of the catwalk. Now the Ana doesn't have to divert her attention to help you on top of the catwalk because you have the heal pod. Plus the Soldier ultimate, like while yes, it wasn't a recent nerf, there was a hit scan nerf that nerfed all the hit scans universally, but this had an exception to Soldier 76's ultimate, which means that you can stand as far away as possible and you'll be doing the same amount of damage, say if you were just 5 feet away from the enemy. And I think that hit scan nerf is something that a lot of people forgot happened to all the hit scan players, but I especially feel like a lot of Cole Cassidy players forgot that that hit scan nerf really affected him the most, which is one of the other heroes that I think that you should try to avoid in Season 33. That's not to say Cole Cassidy is useless. I know a lot of people are going to watch this video and say, oh my god, who is this guy saying that Cole Cassidy's a bad hero? He's not a bad hero, but in comparison to Soldier 76, if you had to choose which one you should play, if you're better with Cole Cassidy, yeah, choose him. But if you're equally good with both of them, I would go with Soldier 76. Soldier has a much better ultimate that can't easily get blocked. It can still get blocked, but it doesn't leave you very vulnerable compared to Cole Cassidy. And I would argue the heal pod is a lot more better than the flashbang, considering that we don't see a lot of Genjis and Tracers in game. Yeah, we see quite a bit of Doomfist and also Hammonds, but if that's your argument, then you can also argue that Sombra is a better pick to stop those heroes. Like, I feel like the only reason why you're picking Cole Cassidy is for the flashbang, which is still beneficial, but as a whole, I feel like Soldier offers a lot more. The damage output, while for Soldier it is lower, it's a lot more forgiving that if you miss a couple of shots, it doesn't really matter for Soldier because you can make it up with a few more headshots. But with Cole, even if you miss 1 or 2 shots with him, that can be very devastating, and it doesn't really make up for the fact that you have higher DPS output with Cole. Plus, you can also run with Soldier 76, allowing you to get to advantageous spots where not a lot of people will be touching continue because we don't see a lot of dive characters in Season 33. I mean, we are starting to see Winston and D.Va kind of come back where they're not really throw picks, but we see a lot more Reinhardts in the game than we do like actual coordinated dives. Just at the end of the day, I hope people understand that I'm not calling Cole Cassidy useless. Just in comparison, I feel like Soldier can offer more, but also statistically, it has been recorded that Cole Cassidy is one of the least winning heroes. In fact, the least winning hero in Overwatch, but he's one of the most picked heroes in the game. But now that we got that out of the way, we gotta talk about the tanks. What are the best and worst tank heroes in Season 33? In my personal opinion, and I don't think it's just my personal opinion, I do feel like Reinhardt is just the GOAT hero to play. While Sigma is a great hero, especially in a heavy hit scan meta like this one where you can move the shield to block the soldier and you can suck up a lot of the bullets, I do feel like that insta-kill with the Earth Shatter, it just makes Reinhardt even better than what he was beforehand. And Reinhardt can also hold his own without having a specific duo tank. While yes, he could really benefit from having a Zarya, I mean, if you're a decent Reinhardt, you can have a Roadhog, you can have a Hammond, you can have a Winston, you can have a double shield with Sigma, and that's usually even more ideal, I feel like, than just having a Reinhardt Zarya, is having double shield with Sigma and Reinhardt. So if you had to have two tanks, yeah, go with Sigma and Reinhardt, especially if they have a bunch of hit scans that you need to block. Sigma can do that, and then Reinhardt can set up a lot of great Earth Shatters, get an insta-kill, but even get more kills because, well, that's just how Earth Shatter works. But now, what is the tank that you want to try to avoid in Season 33? And this is the reason why I kind of want to have this format, and I know a lot of Roadhog mains are going to get upset, but guys, it's Roadhog. We need to stop picking Roadhog. No, Roadhog can be good, assuming that you can get the insta-kills and assuming that you're not just going in and feeding, but that's the biggest con that you do intentionally with the Roadhog, no matter how good you are, is that you're going to be feeding the enemy hit scans a lot of ultimate charge. And in a heavy hit scan meta like this one with a Soldier and an Ashe and a Widow and even non-hit scan heroes like Pharahs and Echoes, if you miss your hook, once they hear that Q, they're just going to be feeding right into you because they don't have to respect your shotgun as long as they stand a little bit farther away. Plus your ultimate, well, it's awesome for CC. I feel like something better than CC is just getting kills. And that's what you have the potential to do with Reinhardt's Earth Shatter with just the slamming of the hammer itself, but also setting up for massive kills. Or even with Sigma's ultimate where you can stand at a safe distance and get the kill still. But another thing that you have to realize is that Roadhog is really good with Orisa because of the pull port combo. But you also have to realize that Orisa is not good right now because she gets easily outshined by the other shield tanks like Sigma and Reinhardt. So you're really banking on two unmeta picks to be meta, which yeah, can be viable, but I mean, it's a lot safer just to pick a Reinhardt and Sigma or a Reinhardt or a Zarya if you're having some sort of duo tank combo. Can pulled pork still work in 2022? Yeah, but if you don't have the Orisa, then what are you gonna do as Roadhog? You know what I mean? So again, just like with Cole Cassidy, I'm not saying Roadhog's completely useless, but realize that there's a bigger risk factor when playing Hog than if you're just to pick a safe pick like Reinhardt or Sigma, where you won't be feeding the enemy Soldier ultimate charge, where you will be protected from the ultimate of Soldier because you have 900 hit points, but the rest of your team might not. One, because they don't have as much hit points as you, but it's also because they don't have a shield or a defense matrix to eat up the Soldier bullets. But now we reach support heroes. Man, this one was tough. I mean, a pocketed Soldier with a Mercy, ooh, that's too powerful. But then a Nano Reinhardt with an Ana, that's a classic. But Immortality Field, it's just too good. Baptiste, I'm gonna be saying is the best one. Again, that's not to say Mercy and Ana can't be viable. That's a lot easier to shoot. While yes, gravity does have an effect and you can't just shoot the Soldier that is on the high ground, it still provides a lot of spam heal opportunity, and that can be really good if there is a grab, you throw Immortality Field and you gotta just heal your team. Just remember that there's a lot of support heroes to choose from that can have a lot of game-changing moments in any kind of situation, with the exception of Mora, and that's who I think is gonna be one of the supporters that you should try to avoid in Season 33. And there's a lot of different reasons, but if you're wanting to change the pace of the game, like if you're wanting to counter a Zarya grab or a Reinhardt Earth Shatter, you would play a Lucio for his ult, or a Zenyatta for his ult, or just play Immortality Field like with Baptiste. What are you gonna do? Coalescence, Zarya grab? Your team can still die. As a healer, you get out healed by the Ana and the Baptiste because they have infinite heals, where you as Mora, you run out eventually. eventually. Yeah, you can get it back by sucking up the enemy team, and yeah, that can do some damage, but if you're looking to be a damage dealing hero, you might as well be playing a Baptiste or a Zenyatta. Like, what Moira is really good for is just being average. She is the middle ground of a healer. Not too much of a damage dealer, not too much of a healer, not too much of a protector. Just really an all-around Joe Schmo kind of healer that is really helpful for people that don't have good aim. Like, if your aim is whack, well, then you might as well just play Mercy because you don't have to aim with Mercy. Like, I feel like if you're gonna pick a healer, you should go all out with the heals, go all out with the damage, or go all out with the protection. Don't try to have a little bit of everything and still not deliver enough. But just like Roadhog and just like Cole Cassidy, that's not to say Moira can't still be a good pick if you're good with Moira. And with the Kobe buff, I mean, hey, you can jump a lot. So if that's helping you in your games, then go all out with the Moira pick. But the whole point of this video was just to give you reasons why your pick, if you're losing a lot of games, maybe that's the reason why you're losing games. Maybe it's not because of you, maybe it's because of the hero and the meta that we're in. But that's not to say if you're doing great with these heroes, doing great with Cole and Roadhog and Moira and anybody else that I mentioned that might not be that meta like Symmetra or Genji, then keep picking them. I mean, that's the beauty about Overwatch, is that as long as you're good at the game, ideally you would win more games. Because if you're blaming your teammates for you not winning games, I mean, hey, aren't we all? But anyway, guys, those are the heroes that I think are going to be really good in Season 33. If you want me to do another format like this where I just suggest heroes that you might want to play, not saying that they're useless, then maybe I can do it in the future. But until then, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.